Amazon PPC can be very confusing, especially when you're just starting out. In this video, I'm going to show you a simple setup of someone with a small budget of £10 a day, that what type of campaign you should set, how you should optimize these campaigns, what metrics you should look out for, and how should you scale your campaigns. Before I show you all that, if you are new to this channel, my name is Adnan and I've been selling on Amazon for the last 5 years. And in this channel, I show tips and tricks that I've learned over the years that cost me a lot of time and money. So if you want to save time and money, make sure to subscribe to this channel. So let's go to the screen and I'll show you the PPC structure for new sellers. The first thing you need to know is your profit margin, and that will tell us that our break-even ACOS. What ACOS means is advertising cost of sales. So how much money you spend on ads and how much sale you get from those ads. That's what basically ACOS means. So let's say if your margin is 30%, so that means your ACOS should not really go above 30%, because any ACOS above 30%, that means you are getting those orders in a loss. So that's kind of your break-even point. Once you have your margins, the setup you're going to have for a small budget of £10 a day, we're going to keep it very simple. So first thing you should do is run an auto campaign and keep a budget of £4 a day. If you're not sure what do I mean by auto campaign, when you are in your PPC console, you're going to run a sponsored product campaign. And then when you're going to create campaign, in the campaign you'll have different options, and you need to select automatic targeting and then run this campaign. What automatic targeting will do is Amazon will run your campaign itself, and Amazon will show you on the relevant keywords that Amazon believes that highly likely to bring you sales. And also Amazon will show you on competitor product pages that also could bring you sales. So you're giving all the control in Amazon hands when you run auto campaign. So run an auto campaign. This is also will be your research campaign where Amazon will bring new keywords. Later on you can use these keywords and create separate campaigns for those keywords. So run a simple auto campaign. It's straightforward. Just select automatic targeting and give a budget of £4 here and run that campaign. So that'd be your first campaign. The second campaign you need to run is a manual exact campaign, and that you can give a budget of £3. And same for manual exact. Again, it's going to be a sponsored product campaign, and instead of automatic targeting, you're going to select manual targeting, and make sure you select the keyword targeting first. And in keyword targeting here, you will give keywords. So you want to give your top 5 to 8 keywords that you've got when you created your listing. Keep the bidding strategy down only. So down only will make sure that whatever bid you set, Amazon will not cross that bid. And then just set a budget of £3 for that. And then the other campaign you want to run is same campaign, but this time you're going to select product targeting, and then in product targeting select your 5 to 10 main competitors that you have and target these competitors in this campaign, and also set the budget of £3. So that's your £10 budget used. Other thing you could do is when you run the auto campaign, you could, if you want, you can go in negative targeting and put those 5 to 10 keywords that you're targeting in manual campaign, put them in auto negative. So that means you're not double bidding on the same keywords, where Amazon will also target them through an auto campaign and you're also targeting through the manual campaign. This will keep your budget low. You can also negative target the products that you're going to target in the manual product targeting campaign. So you can also negative those in the auto, so that Amazon will not target them through auto. So you're not double targeting the same products. So that's your simple budget of £10 a day. You don't need to create any other campaigns. Sponsored product will always bring 90% of sales for most of the sellers. So only target the campaigns where you're going to get most of your sales. Don't target anything else in the initial stage, especially when you're on a low budget. The things you need to watch when you're running these campaigns, that we want to keep this as simple as possible. We're only going to focus on 5 things. The first metric you should look out for is CTR. CTR means click-through rate. And what that means is basically if people are actually clicking on your ad. So how do you find out your CTR is when you go in your ad console, you'll see that Amazon will give you a breakdown of your campaigns that you're running. So it'll give you how many impressions you got and how many clicks you got. So basically CTR is clicks divided by impression, and that will give you a CTR rate. You want to make sure your CTR is above 0.5%. Anything below 0.5%, that means that people are looking at your ad, but they're not clicking. So that means there could be something wrong either with your main image or your title or your price. That's something that not making people click on your ad. So then with the CTR metric, you can work on these things, that you can work on your main image or your price, or you can run a coupon or a discount or something like that. So CTR is one of the metrics that you want to look out for. The next thing you want to look out for is order versus clicks. So that means that make sure that you're actually getting sales against those clicks that you're getting. So if you're not getting sale against those clicks, then you need to optimize those campaigns, which I'll tell you in the next slide. And then the other thing you need to look out for is ACOS versus TACOS. So what that means is ACOS is your advertising cost of sales. So Amazon will give you that metric and it will show you how many sales you're getting through your ads. But TACOS is something that Amazon doesn't tell you. So TACOS is basically when you sell products on Amazon, you get sales through advertising, but you also get sales without advertising. So anything without advertising is called organic. So when you're running ads, don't just look at ad sales, also look at a bigger picture and also look at organic sales. So for example, that you run a £5 campaign and you got one order, but overall you got 5 orders in your account. So that means 1 order came from advertising and then the 4 orders came organically. So if you are getting organic orders, then don't be too harsh on your ads, because ads also push your organic rank and then bring you organic sales. So if you are overall, if you are getting good sales and overall if your account is in profit, then you shouldn't worry too much about your ACOS. I see a lot of people get really confused about ACOS, and then if their ACOS goes high, they start to optimize their PPC heavily. This is something that you don't want to do. That you want to look at TACOS, which is your overall account performance. So Amazon doesn't tell you your TACOS, and that's something you need to work out yourself. To keep things simple, there's a software called SELLERBOARD that I can't work without it. It's an amazing software and it's really cheap. That software will give you a full breakdown of your account and it'll tell you everything where your money is going, and it'll give you your TACOS, so you'll know that how much sales and how much profit are you making. So SELLERBOARD is an amazing software. Go check that out. I've got a link of SELLERBOARD discount in the description if you're interested. The next thing you want to look at the search terms when you get sales. So when you run auto campaigns, look out for the search terms that you're getting sales from. If you're getting a lot of clicks on the keywords but you're not getting sales on those keywords or search terms, you want to negate those search terms. And if you are consistently getting sales from a keyword, then you might want to move that keyword to its own exact campaign. The other thing you want to look out for is keyword tracking. Keyword tracking is when you will track all your keywords, that their performance, that how these keywords are performing in Amazon and what place they are showing on. And it's impossible to do it manually. You need some sort of software. The software I use is Helium, and Helium will track all your keywords 24 hours a day and will tell you where you are showing up. Helium will show you this sort of kind of heat map, and it'll tell you day by day your performance on each keyword. And you want to see that keywords are turning from red to orange, then yellow, and then this green color. The green color means that you got a better rank, and then the red color means that you're not even showing up. So this is kind of the trend you want to see. You want your keywords to moving towards the green color, and that means you're showing higher up in the page. So this is really important. That will show you that your ads are working and then they're bringing sales and they're also improving your rank, and then the improved rank will bring more organic sales, because you don't want to just rely on PPC sales. You want to improve your organic sales. This is where you will make good profit. If you are interested in the Helium, I also have a discount code for Helium in the description. The next thing you want to look at is when to optimize. So don't optimize every day. That's not something you want to do, because Amazon is collecting data and the Amazon data is already 48 to 72 hour delayed. So if, let's say if you got a sale today, but it might not be registered in your dashboard, and if you go and negate that keyword or reduce the bid because you've thought you've got 10 clicks but you haven't got a sale, and you want to negate that keyword but you actually have got a sale but it's just not registered in your dashboard, there is a 48 to 72 hour delay. So don't do that. Every time you optimize your PPC, skip the last 3 days and then optimize from that, so then you'll get a lot accurate data. And so do not optimize daily. Try to optimize your PPC once a week. And so that means you're not being too harsh on your PPC, especially when you're starting out. You're gonna get a lot of clicks. People will be clicking on your ad but not buying, because especially when you don't have many reviews, people need that social proof. So your ads will take time to perform. So don't be too harsh on your ads. So don't over optimize your PPC. A general rule is if you get 10 to 15 clicks and you haven't got a sale, then you might want to look at that keyword, that why you've got 15 clicks and you still haven't got a sale. So either if your price is not right, if that's the keyword is not right, or if it's a relevant keyword, then you might want to reduce the bid at this time. So you might want to leave it, and maybe when you have 10, 15, 20 reviews, you might want to relaunch that keyword. So you might want to increase the bid of that keyword at a later stage. So don't be too harsh in the initial phase. But if it's a keyword which is not really relevant to your product, or is not a keyword that you believe can bring you sales, that's a keyword you might want to negate after 10 or 15 clicks. And if you feel like you're spending too much on a keyword, this is when, like I said, that this is when you want to lower the bid of that keyword if it's a relevant keyword. And if you've got a keyword that it's consistently bringing you sales, is converting well, then you might want to increase the bid for that keyword. So it means that, let's say you are showing on the second page on that keyword, but you're still getting a lot of sales, you might want to increase the bid. Then it will show higher up in the rank. You might show on the first page. So that means you'll have higher chance to get more sales from that keyword. And then any keywords in auto that consistently bringing you sale, you might want to create its own manual campaign and then target that keyword manually, so you have more control over that keyword in the manual targeting campaign. And when you should scale is only when you have enough data. So the first thing you want to see is if your ACOS is less than your break-even margin. So let's say your margin was 30%, and if your ACOS is 20%, you might want to increase your budget, or you might want to increase your bid. So that means that you are getting good sales, but you're either running out your budget quickly, or your bids are not high enough. So it's up to you. If you want, you can increase the bids, or you can increase your budget when you have a lower ACOS than your break-even margin. Also, you want to scale when you have keywords that are converting well, like I explained earlier. And then also, if you see when your rank is improving, this is also a good indication that this is the time that you can also increase the bid, and you can also increase the budget. And every time when you increase the budget, don't increase 50 to 60%, only do 10 to 20% at a time, and then see the result, and then go back after a few days and then increase again. Don't increase too much at a time. Just take it slow, so you're not burning out too much money at the same time. So that's the whole process of someone who is just starting out with a small budget on Amazon. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you buy any of the products in my description from my link, I will also offer you a free 30-minute one-to-one call with me, where you can ask me any question regarding PPC or a product that you're looking for, or any other question regarding Amazon. You can ask me on that call. I would also suggest you to go and watch this video next, where you'll see a complete PPC course, and you'll find out each and everything about PPC in detail in that video. So go and watch that video, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much.